Alright, welcome back to House Party 5v5, where you can play in-house ranked games, shoutcasted in-house ranked games. I am Enix Blaze.
I am Top Togekiss. They're coming at you with a game where I actually have not seen any of these players other than Penel play. I'm really excited. Darius ban coming out from blue team, Skarner ban in response from purple, and a Gangplank from blue team. Most of these are just meta picks, or meta bans in my opinion. A lot of these are very strong players. Oh no, I know Banus. A lot of these are very strong players, so they can handle playing any of these meta picks, even if they aren't well versed. They can easily make use of what makes these so strong right now. Mordekaiser ban as well coming out from purple side.
Yeah, the bans coming out strong. Looks like pretty much meta bans. Tristana being banned out for the purple team, sorry. And yeah, some of the players I've seen here before. N-Step, very scary jungler. He's at the tops of the ladders right now, and I've seen Ujic being played as well. Some of these other players I've seen before in some of the in-houses, but I haven't really seen them play one specific champion, so I don't know which one of them they were targeted banning Tristana for. It looks like they're gonna pick Fiora though, hovering over it right now.
Ooh, oh. Jax pick instead. I don't terribly agree with that, unless of course Duel of Fates is an avid Jax player, or whoever their top lane may be, avid Jax player. I really think Fiora is very strong right now, and I would have liked to see it. It seems they banned Tristana just so they could pick that Sivir. And they're welcome to take that Fiora as well, so maybe they are going to play that mid lane. I don't know how Fiora Jax works out. I would imagine it's a tough time for Fiora, as most bruisers are into Jax, who are more auto attack based rather than based. I'd be curious to see how that lane matchup.
Well, right now, Fiora is very strong into most melee champions with the true damage from her vitals, and also she can block a lot of the burst damage that Jax has early when he uses empowered abilities. Jax tends to outscale her in duels, but it's a toss-up there depending on how Jax plays. Looks like they're gonna pick up the bot lane on the other side as well, so just not showing too much of what's gonna be out in the mid lane.
Yeah, I like that. The other team already picked their AD carry, so they're Blue's welcome to pick Lucian. I think Banus might play it. I know he plays a lot of Lucian. Ujic is actually a Thresh player to my knowledge. I've seen him play a lot of Thresh in-house. I do know Ujic, Banus, Penel actually, and other than that I don't know the rest of these players. I'm actually excited to play because I know these guys are very good. So, Penel soft blocking Shyvana here. I do like, first let me comment on the bot lane actually. I like Thresh Lucian. It's a very scary bot lane. It's very strong. So it can provide a lot to them. I like that they're leaving their mid laner possibly open, because you can play mid lane Fiora, so I'm glad that they picked Echo and Braum here on the purple side. I'm such a strong champion in general with Sivir. Also very good. Makes for engages to be a little bit easier on Braum, because you can pop the Sivir ult, then the Braum ult's a little bit easier to land on multiple people as he can position. Thoughts on these soft locks from Blue?
Yeah. Well, N-Step does like to do early aggression out of the jungle. We'll have to see what he wants to do. He likes to have sort of more higher damage junglers versus the tankier ones, but we'll see what he decides. Not sure about Morgana, although they do have a lot of CC on the other team, but Lissandra is a very good lockdown type of champion. They probably want to pick into that Fiora. They want to heal for the short range Lucian, make sure he doesn't get killed, but I was honestly thinking they were going to go Lucian Braum because of Lucian's double shot passive.
Yeah, I mean, that's such a strong lane. I think Ujic's so much more comfortable on Thresh. It's just a better pickup for that team. I do not like the Morgana pick here, only because you can flex Fiora into mid lane rather than top. and then she has a fantastic matchup against Morg where she can parry the Q on reaction unless she's too close. She can also she does physical damage, which Morg doesn't block with a shield. But it seems that Fiora's going top lane as purple locks in Ziggs as their last pick. Ziggs a pretty good matchup into Morgana, in my opinion. You're able to push her out pretty effectively, and the shield doesn't really bother you as you're going for poke damage. So you can just burn out her mana since shield costs a lot until she can't cast anymore, and then.
Yeah, he also doesn't offer really any hard CC, just, you know, besides the knockup, which he can't, isn't really going to be using, or that Ziggs won't be using anyway, really offensively, in most situations. So it is a good pick, I think, into Morgana if you are going to go AP.
On the note of CC that you brought up, Purple Team is a little lacking in my opinion.
Yeah.
Their mid laner, as you already said, not bringing much. Their support not bringing any. Their AD carry not bringing any. Their support only bringing his ult and his stun on his passive. So not something that you're really going to be getting too much AoE help out from. And Echo only has, although it's a massive zone of control, his W isn't necessarily going to guarantee stun in fights on multiple, and Fiora has the chance to put out CC, but not necessarily a guarantee at CC. Whereas Blue Team has a lot of CC. They have Jack's AoE stun. They have Thresh's hook, Thresh's lantern, Thresh's box, Morgana Q, and Morgana ult. I mean, is ready to scrap. They really want these team fights, and N-Step playing Kha'Zix means he's looking to get resets and bounce all over this squishy purple side. Ziggs has a lot of trouble stopping Kha'Zix from getting in on him, so I think that was a fantastic.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how the team fights play out. They do have some disengage with Sivir and her ultimate, as well as Braum's ult, but as you said, once some of these champions on the blue team get on top of Ziggs and Sivir, it's gonna be hard for them to peel away. They don't have a whole lot to help them out there. No CC and not many knockbacks outside of Braum, so we'll have to see how this plays out in the coming match.
Yeah, something I forgot to mention though is that with Fiora's ultimate, you basically get a team fight reset if you're able to kill the person who you. It's such a huge AoE heal, along with the fact that it's incredibly strong. It means that if you start off a fight and you get that early heal, or maybe like a little bit of a middle away fight heal, you're going to be able to ensure that you're resetting the fight in your favor, and that there's not going to be much any other you, because you'll just get so much health back so quickly. They're not going to be able to burst through that. I mean, blue team has split push advantage, definitely. I think Jax will beat Fiora in a 1v1 late game, so that's definitely something to consider if the game. Same thing with Kha'Zix being able to, if they want to go 1-3-1, they're able to. So as we get into this, on the blue team we have Duel of Fates playing Jax, we have Ujict playing Thresh, Banuz playing Lucian, Why I Try playing Morgana, and N-Step playing Kha'Zix.
Yeah, and on the purple side, or the red side now, is Simrim on Braum, Harper Lee on Sivir, Wilson Jones playing Ziggs, Pinel on Echo, and Fiora is going to be played by Infamous Daily. We're going to be back here very shortly. Don't go away, in-house games with House Party 5v5.
going, everybody? This is House Party 5v5. This is a shoutcasted in-house, which is 10 players just coming together to play a pickup game. I am Top Togekiss, and with me I have...
Enix Blaze, and we're going to get into the match here. Looks like our teams are going to be the blue side. Duel of Fates is going to be playing Jax in the top lane, Ujict and Binuz are going to be in the bot lane with Thresh and Lucian. Why I Try is going to be on Morgana, and Instep going to be playing in the jungle with the Kazakhs.
And for our red side, we have Braum and Sivir in the bot lane in the form of Simran and Harper Lee respectively. We have Wilson Jones playing Zig mid. We have Panel playing Echo jungle. We have Infamous playing Fiora top lane. It looks like they're all sitting in a bush waiting for an invade. But nothing gonna come of it here. I'd like to comment on the fact Ziggs brought Ignite. What do you think? Why would he bring Ignite? Same with Morgana, actually.
They're going for more of a solo queue, a snowball type of attempt. I don't think they're banking on, which in an in-house game you really want to play more with a team aspect, but I think they're wanting to snowball their lanes and try and get an advantage solo without the help of the jungler or anything, not relying on like a heal or anything like that. So that's the only thing I can think of out of those summoner spell pickups, but it's not going to help them later in the game. Laning phase is gonna be there, but I don't feel like it's a right choice for later on.
Yeah, I agree. Their ranges are just so long. It's challenging for them to be able to hit the range in that they can use that Ignite effectively. Looks like they're just trading CS top lane. Red side's trying to get a fast push bottom lane to pop level 2 early. More efficiently.
Yeah, it looks like Fiora putting down some damage there in the top lane. Jax missing the stun from that counter-strike, and Fiora gonna go in, missing the vitals though, so only putting down moderate damage at the moment.
Yeah, I think I really like the way that Fiora played that first trade. You can tell how important the movement is early to get away from Jax as Fiora. Ooh, a little bit early on the
counter stun, but nothing huge happening there.
Okay, both bot lanes are level 2, so they're probably going to both be fishing for a fight here. Mid lane is not going to be much fun to watch. It's going to be mostly a farm lane. Both champions have so much wave clear, and it's at such a long distance from each other, it's going to be challenging for them to get. Pops the vital. Gets out, I mean...
Oh, big damage on the Binuz. Looks like Harper Lee's trying to get that 4th hit on the Braum passive, but not able to get it. So just going to be poking him out with the W, bouncing. Duel Fates picking up the cannon minion safely.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a good trade. Ujic managed to save Binuz from taking so much damage by getting off such a good, play to make sure that he couldn't follow up on the Braum stun. One more auto would have that trade.
Yeah, something interesting to see. Echo is actually getting the both of the crabs there, the scuttle crabs. So Kazakh's not going to be able to pick up one of those. Obviously, you know, Kazakh's not going. Oh, there's some damage going down in the bot lane. Hook landing on Simrim, gonna flay him out of the way, but the passive might get the 4th hit. No, Sivir decides to just get the minions there instead, even though they had that larger minion wave. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the wrong call right there. They could have definitely pushed for a little bit of extra damage onto Ujict. So yeah, sometimes there's just a little bit of miscommunication. This is why you need to talk when you have trades going on, to make sure everyone's on the same page. So bot lane should always have communication starts, until everyone knows what's
there's a gank coming into the mid lane. Instep getting the smite down on Wilson Jones. The CC landing and getting first blood for Kazakhs there. some technical difficulties here. Oh, Duel of Fates, he's gonna go in, gets the stun off. Empowered W gonna put some damage, but Infamous Daily going back in. Looks like Duel of Fates wants to trade back, chunking him out. Maybe he wants to go for an all-in here and pick up a kill. Can he do it though? Is the real question. It's gonna have to back off.
Situation there. Yeah, it looks like he's just gonna back and try and set up the.
Oh,
great
the play landing. It looks like N-Step gonna put some damage on, and Banu's gonna pick up the kill. Can I get the last flay? Braum gonna flash out of there and get out to safety, but they should be able to push this up. Maybe get some damage onto the tower or even dragon control.
Yeah, I would imagine. That was such a good gank. Great lantern in for Kha'Zix to be able to follow up on. So I really like that. And then they just timed all of their damage together and ended up being able to pop Sivir even though she... And now they end up getting, you know, summoner spells and the kill. Everything that you can dream on a jungle game.
Yeah, so we'll have to see how they're going to use that to their advantage. It looks like they got pink ward for Ziggs there in the mid lane. Wilson Jones can try and play up. It looks like they're just farming away though. Morgana got a slight lead. Oh, the binding hits though.
Yeah, it doesn't look. He's putting in. So usually on Morgana, or at least in the past, you would go 3 points into W and then start putting them into Q. That you could effectively clear the wave. So it looks like that's what Morg's going for, but it means that you don't get that huge binding burst damage that you see on Morgana support.
Ujix making some roams. He's gonna get seen out, but gonna clear this ward safely. And we'll see. Oh, Banu's by himself at the moment though. Gonna have to try and defend this tower without taking too much damage. Oh, and here goes a fight down over here in the mid lane. Wilson Jones trying to get more damage. Morgana moving away. Fiora gonna move down. The ult comes out from Ziggs. She should be able to pick this up. Let's see if he gives it over to Ziggs or not. Echo gonna try and chase. Oh, and Wilson Jones does get it, but Kha'Zix is moving around the other side. Banuz is in a bad spot. Harper Lee trying to do something. Kha'Zix gonna have to go mid lane and save this wave.
Fast speed on Banuz. If he had taken either of those skill shots, he was definitely innocent. And dove. Like, he would have been low if he had taken the Sivir boomerang, and he would have been so slow he could have gotten killed. Braum if he had taken that catch out on Morg was good communication.
Oh yeah, that catch out on Morg. Ooh. I think Jax is getting to the point where he can duel Fiora well. He's starting to actually overcome him and farm here. Oh, that burst damage.
Yeah, it's not even really duels at point because it's just kind of like melee poke, I guess is the best way to describe it, where he charges up the third hit of his enhanced auto attack from his ultimate, and then just puts it onto Fiora and then backs off. So Fiora might need to start realizing that and then utilizing her her counter, but then that leaves her open for an all-in with E. Of course, Jax is already on top of her when he starts.
Yeah, she could try maybe and use that Q to slide around and get out of that, but we'll have to see how this plays out up there. Looks like some wards, deep wards on the side. They're gonna go in a gank here. Harper Lee, spell shielding that, and hook misses from Ujix, so they're gonna get out there safely.
Yeah, that was a good gank setup. N-Step even leveled up wings first so that he could more easily. Just was not working out on the play there. So, ooh, okay, they found the red ward mid lane, red pink mid lane. But that was just kind of a good read. They played aggressively. They threw out the lantern a little early, so red side was able to get away. Another trade starting up now.
Yeah, they're gonna try and get some damage on the Ujix. He actually dodges it. Oh, the nice spell shield from Harper Lee though to stop the all-in there. And gets away safely. Looks like Morgana is clearing out that ward in mid lane. What do you think about this bot lane though right now?
I mean, they are definitely fighting here. Oh, good ult. They could get a kill.
Oh my god, he gets hit by the hook. Banu should be able to pick up the double kill. Can he do it? He's gonna have to flash in, get stunned. Can Sivir pick up the counter kill? Woo!
Oh my gosh!
And very low on health. Banu gets away with just a sliver of health. We're gonna have to see if it looks like Echo's moving down. Does he stay or not?
Oh, Banus makes the right call and just backs out. I mean, that was such a good dive. I was so worried because I saw the third, stack on the Braum passive. I was like, if he goes for this, he's gonna get killed. But oh my gosh, what an outplay!
But Ujik's going in to get that kill, but gets baited out by Penel, and Penel picks up the kill. So, actually, I'm not sure if that was worth it or not. Sivir does lose the XP, but they are going to completely lose out on the dragon area now.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was just, that was interesting. I like that Thresh stayed because he knew he could probably get a kill. Oh, fight starting up in the top lane. Another fight mid lane.
Instep taking a lot of damage there from Wilson. Oh, the ult! Can he get the kill? He's gonna try and throw out one last thing, but he doesn't have enough mana actually to throw out a bomb. Penel gonna be playing up, and Flay misses from Ujix. One thing I would do want to notate though that I noticed is the slow that Fiora has now. She actually slows attack speed, so that's actually something I didn't take into account against that Jax matchup.
Oh, really? Okay, so that's gonna change a lot. Oh man, those do a lot. Yeah, she blew her ult there, and Jax just decided to disengage. It's not as big of a deal for him when he blows ult as it is for her, because he continues out of the passive on it, taking that trade and just burning. Trade starting up bottom, and Ujik getting really low.
Oh, they're going right in, and it looks like the kill gonna go to Harper Lee. Banu's getting stunned out. Can he pick up the counter kill on the Sivir? He's throwing out the ultimate, but does not quite get the kill. Looks like there's some movement from the mid lane going down to the bot lane, but Echo's right behind him. Oh, he throws out a slow from Braum, but not enough to get the kill. And they're gonna come away from that 1-for-0 in favor of the red team.
Gosh, Ujik is so squishy. He opted to upgrade his boots first rather than getting health, so he got bursted so hard there. Pause coming up.
Yeah, looks like we got a pause. We're gonna have to wait this out, but in the meantime, let's take a look at the map and see who's got control where and what is gonna happen next. It looks like they're gonna make some movement up here. It's a 3v3 in the bot lane.
Yeah, I think they want to start pressuring for Dragon. And I'm okay with this. I think they have a solid team fighting comp, even though Braum's ult is still up. Orc does a lot of damage right now, so they're able to fight them. Like Grail, he doesn't have as much AP. And then along with that, Step does a lot of damage. That's the way Kha'Zix works, especially in isolation, which power is so. So, you're going to be looking for a fight where they kind of isolate the Ziggs and then just blow him up. And then, but right now, advantage in the top lane for Jax. How do you think that matchup's going to play out as the game continues?
It all depends on how Fiora is able to play it. If Fiora hits the W stab after parry, it actually does slow both movement speed and attack speed. Looks like by 50% for about almost 2 seconds there. So if she can hit that, she can win the duel. But other than that, it also depends on the counter strike too, because that will negate all of her auto attack damage. But Fiora is going for a AoE burst damage type of build with that Tiamat now, so she won't have to rely so much on auto attacks as much as just that AoE from the Tiamat.
Yeah, along with that, I think I'm thinking about it, and Banus is low, and so is Sivir, but Sivir backed already, so Banus is here, but he's not a full health member. Simrim's pretty close, or to full. I mean, about 3/4. Or no, 2/3, so it's okay. Both top laners have as well, so this fight could get hairy pretty quick.
Oh, the crab getting stolen away from Echo there doesn't have didn't get the smite on it, even though it looks like smite is up. So he just ends up smiting the Gromp there, and so red team's not going to be able to contest that.
Yeah, Morg's also leveling up, or leveled her W all the way up to level 5 before putting any extra points into you here. So looks like her, instantaneous burst is not going to be nearly as high as her. Something to consider for a fight like a skirmish. The burst damage is very important.
Oh, the hook landing on the Wilson Jones. Again, we see a binding though. It looks like Ujic might get caught out and killed here. He does get killed. Duel going up into the top lane, but nothing else comes up with it. It looks like they might be pushing mid lane here with a 1-for-0 in form of red team.
I'm surprised they're not going to pressure for Dragon here. They could just have someone else tank it. Harper Lee gets caught out.
Harper Lee gets completely exploded and taken out of the fight there. So, but they're still not making any moves now on the blue side. They could go immediately for Dragon here. Echo is all the way back at base, but Kha'Zix's gonna end up picking up the red buff instead. I don't know about how that's gonna work for him.
Yeah, I don't really think someone needs to start taking objectives here. You can't get kills and not try and pressure for a little bit more. Especially when you know like where someone is gone or if they've backed or not. I mean, Echo is so low and he didn't try and take Dragon from that earlier fight that they should have just known. They're playing so conservatively, they're not going to be able to build up as strong themselves.
Yeah, and they're just not making the calls that they probably should have. I guess probably blue team didn't take into account that Ziggs just used his ult. They're probably scared to go in there because of the Ziggs ult, but having just blown it, probably no one took that into consideration when they decided to back off and not take Dragon.
Yeah, it's perhaps that they were also worried about the teleport ganks, but when your laner also has TP, you shouldn't be.
Oh, misses the attack speed slow, but still Fiora doing a lot of damage with those vitals. Endstep is going to be coming up here. Duel of Fates does not have Counter-Strike. What is he doing? He's going in. Can they bait it out? But Fiora going to kick the kill. Endstep going to take the counter kill. And it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade in the top lane, but that leaves Dragon open. Pinel going to get hooked, but I don't think that's going to help them out. Red team going to pick up that Dragon and move back to their respective lanes.
By Wilson, but yeah, that was a good call to take Dragon. See, like they're just making the call they need to make. They're not worried because they know that no one's going to be able to contest them there. They don't have a top laner. They don't have a player. That was a good play on Fiora to be able to trade kills. But if she had ended up a little bit closer to Kha'Zix, so that she didn't get ice damage on his Q at the end, maybe she could have even been able to fight that because that heal is so strong.
Oh, can he get? Oh. Ziggs actually throwing out a bomb. I kind of missed it with the directed camera, but it was going towards Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix jumped out of the way to avoid it, but I don't think he would have died. Well, but without seeing, wouldn't be able to know. I think Morgana just really wants to clear these waves and be able to roam, but with the wave clear of Ziggs, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's really challenging, and then he has like a semi-global ult. Hard for her to get a roam going.
Another fight up top
stun.
lane. The Vitals, Fiora just taking over these duels right now, not even having to land the attack speed slow. Just completely out-dueling Jax, who's going for more of a bursting build, but not that DPS.
Yeah, that Hydra got picked up before Jax's Triforce, so her spikes earlier, able to put out so much more pressure onto Jax in these fights. There's nothing he can do until he gets his own item up. Disparity isn't in levels, but in the buy times.
Yeah, power spike coming out earlier from Fiora. That's the problem with a lot of Triforce buyers, is Triforce is such an expensive item. The power spike really doesn't come until you get that sweet Triforce passive, so Jax is going to be behind for a little bit until he can actually get that finished. He's currently at sitting at about 700 gold, and he'll need about 1300 to finish it, so.
Once he does, though, I'm sure he can start putting out his own damage in these trades and probably take them over. Gives you so much help. Oh my goodness.
Fight going down. Echo not landing the stun. Endstep putting out some damage, but he ends up going down. Why I try going down as well. Braum gonna throw up that ultimate. The news gonna get stunned out. And it looks like the teleport's gonna come in, but it's way too late. Ujik hanging over on the side. Duel of Fate's taking some more damage. This is gonna be a bot lane tower.
And top, it looks like, too. Oh, that fight just went awfully. You can't focus Echo when he has ult up. It's just never going to work out. And couple that with the fact that he's building tank Echo, there's no way you were going to burst him before he could ult. Just didn't have the CC.
Looks like Jax is pushing up mid, though. Can he get that tower? We'll have to see. It looks like red team's moving up. Fiora actually taking a second tower here.
Oh man, great call on her part. No one can duel her right now. She might have low mana, but I still think it's in her favor to just go.
Oh, Ujik getting caught out, gets knocked away. They might get stunned out with a fourth auto attack. Does get stunned. Can they pick up the kill? They do. They get it on Pernell there. It looks like advantage is just swinging in the favor of red team.
Yeah, I mean, they just got a 3k gold lead off of this whole fighting that's happened recently, and that's such a big deal. Their comp needs that little spike because they don't scale as well as Kha'Zix definitely outscales freaking Echo, and Jax outscales Fiora in my opinion. Some tankier. There's on. Finished up Triforce as well.
Alright, so he's got that power spike now. Looks like he's going for Merc Treads, I think. I'm not sure if that's going to be for his boots or not up at the top side. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd imagine it's for Merc Treads. It helps with all of the lower the stun that comes out from Fiora, as well as the fact that Ziggs and Echo are going to be poking quite a bit. And they're the ones who have most of the gold magic damage dealers on red side, so I'm fine with these Merc Treads. It helps for him to stay on the back line and be able to push through that Braum slow. Have it wear off a little bit quick. Top of targets.
Red team moving up there near a dragon. They don't have really any wards down. It's going to be up in about a minute here.
A minute's about when you want to start. A minute is about when you want to start setting up for vision control. Oh, that was not the right call. I don't know if she's ready for how much damage this Jax is dealing, my god.
Jax, trail chasing. Looks like the slow coming out. Flash dashes out over with Q. I don't think they can chase under tower. Endstep gonna try and get what he can here. Does he have his ult up is the question.
He's gonna get his jump up in a second here. Oh, yep. Oh,
hold that parry though.
Great
barely getting away.
Almost got outplayed, but he's gonna trade.
Yeah, it looks like Echo is gonna have to defend that top tower, but red team taking that advantage and pushing the mid lane.
Yeah, and they have a good siege comp too. Ziggs and Sivir are gonna be able to poke so much. It's gonna be very blue side to stop that with just Morgana. Ziggs can get his bombs behind, and every single one of those that hits with a Luden.
Oh, the hook lands onto Wilson. They're gonna get the flay, and the box comes down. Looks like they're gonna throw out the Braum, but the disengage from the box is too strong, and they're not gonna be able to actually get anything off of that.
That's fine. I think they're gonna be able to get the tower off the back of that. And now it's such a good.
Oh, another hook landing on the Pernell. They're not gonna go in. Looks like the ult coming out from Banuz, but it's not gonna do anything to ward them off from that.
Yeah, it's just not enough right now. Are they gonna push for another tower? I like this if they are. They're so low.
Yeah,
this is such a good time to be pushing for another. I mean, look at that. Luden's Echo, Q
ultimate
damage.
Coming out from Why I Try. Can he get the stun? He gets it on the Pernell. The more damage going out to Kha'Zix, picking up the kill there over to Endstep. And it looks like the turnaround is going to happen. I don't know if they're going to stay. Harper Lee is full health, though.
Endstep's getting a lot of the gold right now, and that should make you worried. Oh my goodness, they're going to catch out Why I Try here.
Why I Try. It looks like Manu's trying to get the damage onto Sivir. Sivir's going to get caught out. Why I Try going to pick up that kill with the Dark Finding, and they actually turn a dive completely around onto the red team.
Red team had a miscommunication there where they didn't really know who they wanted to focus. and that just ended up with them, you know, like, oh, they could have caught Lucian, but they didn't say, like, oh, switch to Lucian, switch to Lucian. So you end up with, Sivir pushing too far, and then
Wilson gonna get caught out here, but walking right through there, gets ignited, still gonna actually go down. Banu's almost getting taken out too, but dodges out the bouncing bomb. But Pinel coming around the backside. Banu's better get out of there quick. Looks like he's gonna flash in, does get it, but ults right out of there and jukes him. That's sneaky play from Echo.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Just thought assassination. I hope he starts building a little bit more damage here. He's so far ahead. You can't just build. But this slow's gonna be massive.
Yeah, he might just be playing to his team's strengths, but yeah, I'd like to see more damage on that Echo. The stun landing on Why I Try, and he's gonna go down as well. Another kill going to Pinel. They should be able to get this tower. Oh, a clutch spell shield from Harper Lee to stop that death sentence. Oh, and he gets the flay in there, but Ujic's playing a little bit too aggressively, and they're gonna go forward towards this tower.
Echo base damages are massive, so you can coast off of them for a little while, but it becomes less and less reasonable. But wow, that just barely
Oh, and he
came
goes
out.
in Duels of Fates. He's gonna try and get the damage onto Pinel. He's got one last auto attack. Gets stunned out by Simrim. He's gonna get more damage. They're collapsing on him right now. Who's gonna pick up the kill? It's gonna be Harper Lee. Looks like Infamous Daily is pushing up towards the mid lane. Gonna try and get some damage, but N-Step going in as well. The duel.
Oh my
can't
God.
duel. The burst damage from Infamous Daily. Trying to get more, but has to figure out a way out of here. Just dancing around. Dodging, actually, and dashing over the wall. Juking out the death sentence. And somehow gets out of there.
What a monster. I mean, he just got the kill and then 1v1's end step and gets out. I mean, the power of Fiora right there. She just beat a Kha'Zix who had isolation for her. And they were relatively even as it goes for damage. And Fiora just blew Kha'Zix up.
I don't know.
Wilson just picking up this. Go ahead.
He had Morgana right around the other side, but he does get it safely.
Yeah, I mean the CS differential in mid is starting to show. I mean, couple that with the kills that Ziggs has over Morg, and you have a very scary situation. Really just putting a little bit of harass on the end. But I'm honest.
Yeah. Oh, Echo clearing out this top side here. I wonder what they're gonna do next on red side. They've got such an advantage. Dragon's gonna be up for a little while here. Do you think they're gonna siege mid or go for bot? Oh, there comes mortar damage. Gonna go in with end step. Can they pick up the kill? They do. End step gonna slice him in half with Scyther arms, and we're gonna see them try and push down the mid lane. Harper Lee though gonna put some big damage onto Ujict. Gets the kill. Spell shields actually some of the damage there. Gonna almost kill Banu's out, but doesn't quite get it. Living with barely any health. Duel of Fate's gonna get killed out too, smacked by that lantern, and they're gonna actually trade right here a 2-for-2 with Banu's barely living. Oh, Pinel going in again. There's just non-stop action. Why I Try's gonna die here. He's gonna use his ult and actually uses the Zanya's gets the stun down, but just not enough. Wilson Jones able to walk out of that and get that kill.
Yeah, I'm glad they put that onto Ziggs. Honestly, at this point, Echo is going to build Frozen Gauntlets, but that's not a huge damage. His ratios just got buffed, so you should be looking to get some flat AP here. So putting it onto Ziggs much better in my opinion. His itemization, while good for his team, is not good for his 7-1.
Yeah, I think at this point he just wants to go a little bit bruiser, but still get tanky. You know, use the base damages that Echo has with that Sheen passive. So he's gonna pick up the Frozen Fist, let some more utility come out. Looks like Infamous Daily actually though going in and putting out some damage. The ult coming out from Infamous Daily. Can he? He's actually just toying with him with auto attack cancels, but he gets away because Morgana comes for the save.
Oh, those auto attack cancels cost him so much. He needed to be able to pop one and then Q to the side and get the other. He would have had the kill, but he couldn't execute it. And that's, you know, that's part of the game. Oh, that almost hits. Luda's Echo Fizz, a lot of damage. We already said this earlier, but...
Oh, Ujik completely whiffing Death Sentence there, throwing it into the wall. Looks like Banu's gonna try and clear this out, but gets too close to Wilson. Jones gonna take some chunk damage, traded back from both sides, but it looks like he's gonna play it safe here. Not a whole lot going down. Ujik gonna land a hook on the Simrim. He's gonna go in. Pinel coming around the backside though. Gotta watch out for that. Banu's gonna get chunked out. Pinel picking up the Rampage kill. Gonna get the knock up there onto N-Step. More kills going over to Harper Lee. They get the double kill, and they're going to try and move up this mid lane.
Yeah, N-Step getting a little greedy there. He thought he could get the reset, but all he does is die. He just eats so much damage, dude.
Oh, Duel of Fates getting in a bad spot. Does use that counter strike to stop the auto attacks, but goes in prematurely and not able to kill anybody. Harper Lee getting binded under the tower. And actually... Why I try doing a good job stopping the tower siege there.
Yeah, this game is snowballed pretty much totally out of their control. Pinel's so hard to kill. Fjord deals just too much damage for being able to
he got it!
Oh wow, really? Yeah, I barely noticed.
There's like 1 health left on the blue buff, and the pool actually picked up the last tick of damage on it.
Oh jeez. Fantastic for them, actually. It allows them to be able to hold off these sieges a little bit better, so it really matters. As Fiora...
If they can get the Dark Binding kill onto there. Oh, they pick it up with the Death Sentence. Another steal over to the blue team. Crazy stuff happening. Here comes the teleport. M-Step going in. Brom gonna block out a lot of damage, though, with the shield. Wilson, Jones is gonna get hit by the binding, and they're gonna go in. The reset's coming out for N-Step. 2 for 0 in favor of the blue team. They're gonna go in on Harper. Duel of Fates is actually going in as well, but can he duel? Just too much stuns. Actually gonna almost get Pinel dead. Ujik in a bad spot now, and they turn it around for a double kill in favor of a 2 for 2, or actually 2 for 3. I'm sorry, in favor of the blue team still, but. That is... Oh, N-Step going in, gonna completely take him out, gets the reset. Pinel gonna get out of there with his ultimate, barely, with low mana, can't really go back in. Has a shield from the W. They're gonna actually try and push down mid now, though, looks like on blue team.
Yeah, I mean, Harper Lee had a huge play back there. He dodged some...
Oh, Infamous Daily going in, he's gonna kill Banuz, it looks like. No, the binding hitting, yeah, and it looks like Banuz is gonna pick it up. Pinel going in and chunking him out, though, for the 1-for-1. But... I almost thought that was going to be a double kill for Infamous Daily.
Yeah, I mean, he looks really scary right now, having just picked up BT. This is a hard champion to kill. Did not block the Morgana Q, so had to sit there and watch as oh, why are you taking red buff now? Your 80 carry does so much damage.
Oh, and Simrim gonna get caught out now. It's just constant fighting all around the map. Looks like Duel of Fate's gonna... Oh, he flashes the wall, though. Can't really go in. Doesn't have vision until it's too late. Harper Lee is gonna start a nice push down on this bot side. The last outer tower left. Inner tower. So, we're gonna have to see if they can use that bottom lane push to draw blue side down. What do you think?
It doesn't look like they're committing to it. They should probably just send their Fiora down there, but she has no TP. It's hard for them to want to send anyone down bottom lane, other than to just get the lane to start pushing to try and draw a member. Jax doesn't have TP. They're going to be looking to do Baron. They have percentage magic damage, or percentage health magic damage, so in the form of Echo, so they're definitely able to Baron. I think they should just start warding up for it and play around that instead of playing around mid lanes.
Yeah, oh, N-Step going in on Pinel, but Pinel just gonna ult out of there. That's an ult down for the red team. Looks like some poke damage going into Ujik from that bouncing bomb, but we're gonna have to see who decides to commit to this next fight.
Without Pinel's ult, he's not nearly as foreboding as usual. One of the big aspects of Tank Echo is that can get chunked so low, and then you press ult, and it's like you're magically almost at full health again, and they have to somehow push through all that health second time. But without it, it is much less of a threat, especially to the backline.
Oh, Harper Lee gonna pop the ultimate. Yujik's gonna get healed, just barely saving Manus. Manus has to go too deep, but pulls the lantern, still gets hit by the auto attack from Harper Lee. Wilson Jones gonna go down from the pool there from YI-Try, but YI-Try is gonna go down as well. Looks like a double kill for Harper Lee, and Infamous Daily gonna pick up the other kill. They should be able to push down this mid lane.
Yeah, they're definitely getting an inhibitor off the back of this. Not much they can do. Hopefully they're not going to see any heroics from blue side. They need to just wait it out. If a person dies on blue here, they're losing Baron. It's already a possibility. Yeah, they might just go on Baron. I hope they do. You have Kazakhstan down.
Yeah, they got the vision there. They could also bait it really hard and probably get a bunch of kills and finish the game outright without even having to take Baron. It just all depends on how blue team responds to this. They might be able to burn it down.
Oh, Zeke's too.
They're getting Zeke's. They should be able to burn it down, but let's see if they can get a steal. It looks like Jack's gonna try and go in. He gets a stun off on the two people. The Baron doing lots of damage still. Harper Lee almost going down, but getting healed up by Fiora's ulti. Oh. That heal is just ridiculous, and they're gonna get away from this for a 1-for-0 with Baron control.
That heal's disgusting. I don't even know what more to say. That was ridiculous. Biggs almost steals there, but yeah, they should just be able to methodically close out the 11k gold, 4 miss gold differential at 34. Along with that damage. Oh my goodness, he's gonna get soloed.
Oh, he's gonna get soloed out here. Looks like the Morgana binding barely missing. He's gonna get ultied though. Does not get the kill. I'm actually very surprised. N-Step actually going in there. Hold that clutch spell shield there, doing some work. Pulls the ulti. Binuz is going to be in a bad spot. He gets taken out. Binding in to land on the Simrim, but it's not actually going to do it much. N-Step using ulti to try and get out of there, but... Whew.
Yeah, I mean, that was their only way of, like, salvaging the game. Get, like, some crazy pick there and take Baron off of some people, and then maybe, like... Red team will tilt or something, and they'll be able to get a couple more kills off of some poor decisions, but like that's happening. So now Fiora's just pushing down bottom lane uncontested.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can fight her at this point, even with Thresh being there. Should be able to 2v1 with that ulti. Duel of Fate's trying to clear out the super minions, being one of the bigger damage dealers on the team, but looks like Dragon's gonna be picked up again for Red Team unless Yujik can make another steal.
Cool. Not from that range. Try, but they just can't. Harper Lee might be going in here.
Instead gonna get taken out by Harper Lee, but yeah, Harper Lee being very smart there.
I love this 1-3-1 split going for. It's kind of a 1-3-1, but not.
Why I try.
Oh
gonna get out of there. Infamous Daily still after the chase. Gonna actually go down mid lane now. That was some clutch save there by Yujik.
Yeah, it just looks like they're just splitting the team in half.
And it doesn't matter in the end because the ultimate from Wilson Jones. The news, dot flashing out of there, but Fiora is still gonna get 2 members of the blue side. And Braum getting lasered down to almost no health. It looks like this game is gonna be over in favor of the red team as they knock these towers down.
Yeah, I mean they got a little outpicked here. Fiora's just so strong. Jax couldn't get going, and he had to itemize to be able to live through team fights. Biggs pick just besting Morg and almost every wasn't really able.
Yeah, the snowball very strong for all 3 of the major people there. The jungler, mid, and bot all getting really strong, and Fiora just farming it up against Jax. Well, that's it for that in-house game. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. We're gonna be starting up another one here very shortly. I am Enix Plays, and Top Togekiss here with us. We'll see you here very shortly.